My name's Glenn Wadden. I'm the president and founder of Trihedral and the chief software architect for VTSCada. I'd like to give you a little background of how we got to where we are right now. Back in 1981, I was working at a small system integrator whose main job was to build lift station panels, and they hired me as a summer student to write some software on these new IBM PCs to communicate with these lift stations and present data to an operator, basically creating an HMI. And at that time, it was a pretty novel concept. We got to do many different cities over the next few years, and we found that I was the guy writing the software every time, and every time was a totally bespoke job, writing it from scratch, learning a little bit from the last project, but unfortunately not being able to take that knowledge and put it back into the previous project, being relied on for any enhancements to the previous project. So this really become an unscalable concept. So I thought we need a toolkit. We need a toolkit here that would allow us to streamline this whole development process. There was another HMI toolkit type product out there, and I went to see it, and we actually bought a copy, and we found out that really it wasn't flexible enough to do what we wanted to do, and it really wasn't very reliable at all. We could do a lot better than this. The company I worked for really didn't want to invest in that, so I thought, I'm going to go out and do this on my own. So I started Trihedral back in 1983 and worked by myself for a couple of years. Now, they may have been right because it took me much longer to actually implement this than I had thought, but 18 months later, I created the first product level for what's now VTSCada. After 2 years being on my own, I worked with Rob Spencer, who I met at this first company. He was a man that really inspired me. He was working with me on this initial project. His instructions to me were, we're going to do a really good job on this, and we're going to make those customers say, wow, because we're going to do something that's never been done before. And so Rob started working with me as a partner, a brilliant engineer, and he always had the philosophy is treat everyone fairly. Treat your customers fairly, treat your suppliers fairly, and treat your staff fairly. Rob always had this philosophy that we would always tell our staff, you never want to walk down the street and see someone coming that you had treated unfairly and want to change to the other side of the street. So that's our basic philosophy, and it's served us well. We built our team over many years. We've always kept our staff. We never farmed out any product development because we always knew that we need the people around that know how to do this stuff. There's a long learning curve to developing a product, and we need to build that capability in-house to really excel. And we've never laid anyone off, and we continue to invest in R&D every year constantly to keep the product moving forward. Our goal is to create a product that solves problems that other people tend not to even look at because they're too challenging. So we really want to exceed and make your job easier. Unfortunately, back in 2012, we lost Rob, but nevertheless, the philosophy lives on. We really want to try to do our best, make a great product, make everyone say wow, treat everyone fairly, and you probably see that most evidently today when you deal with tech support. We still want to make the world a better place by building a SCADA product that's easy to use, that's powerful, reliable, and secure. And I do thank you for your time. Thanks.